Hello everybody and welcome back to the CLEN channel where we play a game and talk about anything MMA related. Today what we're going to be talking about is something that I never thought we would be talking about is Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey came out of the world of WWE and had something very interesting to say about MMA fans. I'm going to read you that quote and then we're going to talk more about it. So she said WWE fans care more about the wrestlers than UFC fans care about the fighters. UFC fans have much less respect for their veterans and legends of the sport than the WWE fans do. A lot of UFC fans are kind of like bandwagon fans in that way. It's like the second you're not on top, you're dead to them. And before I criticize the whole thing, she's totally right about the UFC fans being bandwagoners. I think that's pretty much every sport, though. I think just people are naturally followers, and whoever's on top is their new favorite fighter. Take a look at Jorge Masvidal, prime example, right? Everybody hates him now, but when he had one of the craziest wins of all time, everybody was loving him. But of course, that's happened on and off with every single fighter, every single popular fighter at least. People love the bandwagon. Where she gets it wrong, though, is she said UFC fans have so much less respect for their veterans, and it is not true at all because you can take a look at so many veterans, so many people that retired, especially among hardcore MMA fans, right? Everybody who retired, take a look at all the love that Anderson Silva is getting right now. Anderson Silva is gonna box, and then people even hate everything to do with Jake Paul, right? He's fighting Jake Paul. Everybody always hates no matter where Jake Paul goes. That fight is getting nothing but good press because Anderson Silva is there, and that's just one example. That's just one example because recently Anderson Silva has been in the spotlight, right? But the UFC fans have so much respect for the people that are gone. People still talk about Mighty Mouse to this day, wishing that he would come back to the UFC. She just went out on a horrible note and had a horrible experience with the fans because she talked all of this crap and then took a loss. And not only did she take a loss because people wouldn't care, right? You know what? People were happy to see her lose because of course she was on top, and then people don't there are always haters of the champion, right? Regardless, however you want to say about her attitude, it has nothing to do with her losing. It's how she handled her loss. She handled her loss like one of the worst ways a champion could ever take a loss. And if you would remember back in the same around, I don't even know if it was the same card. I want to say it was the same card, but regardless, it was around the same time. It was when Dominic Cruz lost to Cody Garbrandt. Did you see the difference? Fans were pointing it out absolutely everywhere. And take a look at Dominic Cruz, a legend, a veteran. People still respect him to this day. Of course, he's been saying a little bit of stuff in the commentary, and he's been getting a little bit of hate there, but that's the point. He's a veteran in the game, and everybody respects him. And Dominic Cruz, if you remember after that loss, he came to the post-fight press conference, and he was talking about, hey, losses happen. I'm going to trade hard. I'm going to get better. And then he just it's not that he had to admit defeat. It's the fact that he carried himself highly and showed respect for his opponent. Ronda Rousey didn't do that. She just disappeared and then just played the victim card. He was everybody hates me. And still to this day, she does not understand where she went wrong in that whole situation there. She could even come out right now and be hey, you know what? Maybe I took that loss too hard. Losses happen. Congratulations, Holly. You know what I mean? She could have said all that stuff and people would have a little bit more respect for her. I think it's way far gone now. But the point is she still doesn't see it, and I don't think she ever will at this point. So bandwagon part, she got right, but no, that is absolutely not true what she said about the fans, and it's only going to gather more hate around her. But who knows? Maybe it's a marketing strategy. Maybe she wants more people to watch in the WWE, want to watch her get slammed or something. Who knows? I think she's just delusional, but of course, it's up for debate. But it's very interesting that we're hearing from her because it's been honestly a very, very long time. She rarely does interview stuff. I know she does her own stuff here and there, but she's never really brought out in the spotlight anymore, right? But it was just interesting to see, and I'd love to hear what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching this video.